All right, these questions we're going to work a little bit backwards. We're going to have to find the principal amount when we know the amount of interest or the maturity value of a loan. So it says the maturity value of a 140-day loan is 6.25% ordinary interest. So again, for ordinary interest, when you're calculating interest, it's principal times rate times time. And the amount of time here, if they give you days, for the time, you take the number of days and you divide by 360. That's our formula for ordinary interest. So since that's what they're using, that's what we need to be using. Okay, so the ordinary interest on their loan was, the maturity value was $72,400. Find the principal amount. Well, the maturity value, which is what they gave us, is the principal plus the interest that you owe. And the interest you owe is the principal times rate times time. So we're going to have to do a little algebra here. Okay, so again, the maturity value is equal to the amount of principal, which we don't know. I'm just going to call it P, plus the amount of interest owed. We also don't know the exact interest owed, so we're going to go up here, and for interest, we're going to put these amounts in. Okay, the principal was P times our rate. Our rate was 6.25%. We move the decimal over, we get 0.0625. Times the amount of time. It was 140 days at ordinary interest. So that's the number of days, 140 divided by 360. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and calculate this number here. So I'm going to take 0.0625 times 140 and then divide by 360 since it's in the bottom of this fraction. So 0.0625 times 140 divided by 360. Okay, so right now my maturity value, I know my maturity value is 72,400, so we'll put that in there. And again, that's equal to the principal plus the principal times this number that we found was 0.0243. It goes on from there, but I'm just going to round off to 0.0243 because I don't want to write all those numbers down. Put as many as you can down. All right, our next step in solving the equation, well, we have P and P. We can add these together. This is a 1P plus a 0.0243P, which gives me 1.0243P. And again, that's still equal to our maturity value of $72,400. Our last step here is to go ahead and divide to solve for P. So we're going to divide both sides by 1.0243. Okay, and when I do that, I find my principal amount is about $70,682.42. Okay, let's go through another one. So if you want to try this one on your own, push pause, try it on your own, and then check to see how you did. That might be a good idea, or you can just go through the steps with me. Okay, so again, they gave us the maturity value of a loan. The maturity value is $2,132,500, and they want us to find the principal. The maturity value of a 4-year loan at 9.4% interest. Now for our time, we're just going to be able to put 4 in for our time because they didn't give us days. They gave us full years. So for our time is always in years. We can just use the number 4. We want to set up an equation to solve this. So we were given the maturity value. So that's the equation we're going to use. That the maturity value is equal to the principal. The principal amount we don't know, so we're going to call that P, plus the interest you owe. The interest we owe would be right here. It's our principal, which again we don't know, so we just put the letter P, times the rate. Our rate was 9.4%, so if we move our decimal 2 places to the left, we get 0.094 times the amount of time, and again, the amount of time is just 4 because they gave it to us in years. So let's simplify this a little bit by doing our multiplication here. 0.094 times 4 is 0.376. So now we have the maturity value, which we know. We're going to go ahead and put that in. The maturity value was 2,132,500, and that's equal to the principal plus, and we multiplied those and got 0.376 p. Again, we can combine our p's. We have a 1p and a 0.376. We just add those together, giving us 1.376 p. That's our maturity value. Well, one more step to solve for our principal, which is what we wanted. It's times 1.376. So we do the opposite and we divide by 1.376. Okay. And when we do that, we find that our principal amount was $1,549,781.98. Right. So Jack